Hello everyone, Jenna Ryan here, and I'm going to talk again this evening. Tonight I want to talk about the narcissist envy. The narcissist envy. And I want to think of the narcissist not as an individual, but as a principality. In my last video I talked about how there's some form of demonic possession in people that don't have a soul, that don't have empathy, that exploit others, people with narcissistic personality disorder. And so when I'm speaking today about narcissist envy, I'm talking about those manipulative narcissists that exploit others. They have a sense of superiority, a pathological sense of superiority. They have an arrogance. They have a need to be above everyone else. And alongside this need to be above everyone else is envy. Envy, it plays a huge role in narcissistic personality disorder. It is central to the disorder, and it is what causes so much pain for the target. This envy, this seething envy. The narcissist is constantly comparing itself. And I say itself because I don't believe this is a person. I believe it's a principality. I believe it's an entity. Constantly comparing. Constantly looking at what others have, what you have, to figure out if they are superior or not. And when the narcissist sees anything that you have, it makes them envious. Anything that you have. Anything. And I was thinking about it. I was like, wow, it's true. The narcissist is jealous and envious. Envious in terms of wanting what you have and wanting you not to have it, and wanting the worst for you, not the best for you, but basically wanting your destruction. So what are some of the things that the narcissist is envious of? If you were raised in a narcissistic environment, then you may not have been validated for those things that the narcissist is envious of. Like my stepfather, for example. You may not have been validated for those things that make you who you are, because the narcissist is envious of all of those things. And so let's just be specific. The narcissist is envious of your gifts, of your callings, of your talents, of your abilities, of your empathy, of your warmth, of your ability to be a light when you walk in the room and have others drawn to you, your ability to speak in front of a group of people, and if this is your gift, if it's my gift, your ability to, perhaps you're an accountant, you can, really do good calculus, which I'm not, but the narcissist is envious of anything, any quality, any characteristic that makes you unique. It's a very evil experience to be in the presence of envy. And if you're an empathetic person, you may not even realize that the person that you're engaging with and having an encounter with is envious. But one of the ways to know if someone is envious of you is to see how they are interacting with you. Someone who is envious is going to downplay, devalue, and dismiss your gifts and callings, your qualities, what you're good at. So they're not going to celebrate who you really are. They're not going to celebrate your accomplishments. They're not going to celebrate your cute photo on Facebook. They're not going to celebrate the fact that you graduated college. Or they may celebrate, but you can just tell that they're not really truly happy for you. You can tell the difference between someone who is truly happy for you when you succeed and someone who is actually not happy. You can feel it. It's a feeling. Someone who is envious of you is envious of everything. They're envious of the way that, for me, I'm able to just get right back up after a downfall. I have a real estate brokerage. I have great things in my life. I have a radio show. I have a really good YouTube channel. I have good hair. So most days. So those kinds of things make the narcissist envious. And instead of being happy for you, the narcissist is actually not wanting you to know about it, not wanting you to be validated, not wanting you to feel validated, not wanting you to find fulfillment in your own success. They want to steal the spotlight. So if you're out to dinner with narcissists, they're not going to be applauding you for your latest accomplishment. They're not going to bring it up. They're going to focus on themselves or their own children or their own situation. They're not going to acknowledge any aspect of you. Someone who is envious will not acknowledge your aspects, your accomplishments. This is normal to be in a group of people and to speak about one another's accomplishments and to encourage one another and to build one another up and to focus on one another and to make one another feel seen and valued and respected and appreciated for their presence and existence on the planet. The narcissist is not happy or appreciative for your existence. And this may not be conscious. This may be an unconscious thing. They would just assume you not talk about anything about yourself. They would rather you not exist and only serve as a mirror to fawn and to see and pay attention to what they have to offer. They don't want to focus on anything. They don't want to give you anything that would make you fulfilled or meet your needs to help you be a higher level functioning person. In fact, they want to take the focus off of you completely because they're envious of anything about you. I think that if you really look into the situation, you would be quite surprised to find out what a narcissist is envious of. Even if it's like the most gorgeous lady you've ever seen or gorgeous guy you've ever met, they're actually envious of your beauty, of your confidence, of your abilities, of your peace, of your inner peace and your inner beauty. So even if they have it all going on, the narcissist, someone with narcissist personality disorder, does not want to deal with anything that has to do with you. They will feign interest in you only in so much as they can devalue you to the extent that they can ignore you most of the time. So they don't do it enough to where you would notice if you were conditioned not to notice. So they give you just enough attention to let you sit there and writhe, not being seen. The narcissist does not want to see you because it makes them feel uncomfortable, because it triggers within them an inferiority complex. And even though they have a superior complex, they cannot tolerate anyone else being at their level or higher or what they perceive to be better. So they have to squash it. And the way that they squash it in groups is by ignoring it. So let's say you just got a major job promotion and you're hanging out with your narcissist family. And someone may bring up the fact that you have the promotion if it makes them look good, if they can have vicarious narcissistic supply, like, oh yeah, she has a radio show, I was on it. And the people that are present, that narcissist can be promoted and get narcissistic supply through your accomplishment. They'll piggyback on your accomplishment, but they're not going to genuinely respect you and say, hey, congratulations on that promotion. How did it happen? That's so exciting. I'm so happy for you. I know how hard you worked for that. You really deserve that promotion. And, you know, and also able to pull out details about how you worked so hard to get there. And really give you the credit where credit is due for your efforts and for your success. A narcissist or a narcissist family, a narcissist group, they're not going to do that. They're going to gloss over it. They're not going to bring it up at all. If you, people that are envious are not going to bring up your accomplishments. They're not going to make you feel good for anything. And so, if you're someone who's an empath and maybe a codependent, maybe somebody who's been abused narcissistically, you may feel like, wow, what you may not even expect to be lauded for your accomplishments. You may be so used to playing second fiddle and playing the role of less than that you don't even notice when someone is devaluing your accomplishments or your very existence. Someone who's ignoring your needs, someone who's ignoring you, who's not giving credit where credit is due. You may not even notice it. It could go on unnoticed. And that is a true travesty, because if you can't notice when you are being put down or devalued, then it's like self-abandonment, even though you don't know you're doing it. If you're being subtly ignored and you're in a conversation with other people, then you are, what does that Alan Robar say? He talks about how you are in collusion with others to be ignored. So if this is happening to you, if you're in groups and if you're programmed and you're conditioned to not be appreciated for your qualities and for your accomplishments, you may be someone who is an overachiever, trying very hard to get the accolades that the approval that you've been seeking your whole life and never get it. You may be someone who tries forever to achieve perfection so that you can just get that admiration, get those needs met, those unmet needs for visibility in your family of origin or in your everyday life, that you work your fingers to the bone, and you attach to a star and start swinging across the sky, and you become famous, and you make millions and millions of dollars, just so that someone somewhere will see you and notice you and recognize you and applaud you. Or you can just say, you know what? I exist. I am here, and I deserve to be around people that see me, that respect me and allow me to exist, and who give credit where credit is due. And I'm going to leave this group of toxic people here and spend my time, my energy, my focus on these people, or this one person who I noticed her eyes sparkled when she found out about my wonderful date that I had. Her eyes sparkled, and you could tell that she was genuinely happy for me. She didn't feel competitive. She didn't feel jealous. You could sense it. You could feel it. And so, as you begin to come out of the narcissist principality, the narcissist evil, that realm of existence, you come out to where you say, no, I'm here, and I have a right to be here, and I have a right to be respected, and I'm a very accomplished person, and I'm very capable, and it is not selfish for me to be the focus of attention every once in a while, and I shouldn't have to be, swinging around like a monkey to get attention. I should just get that naturally as part of the interplay of communication in a relationship. It should just be a back and forth. It should be toss the ball to you, toss the ball to me, toss the ball, to her, toss the ball. Everybody gets a chance. Not, hey, your accomplishments don't matter. You don't exist. You're here to serve. You're here to serve the narcissist. The whole mindset. You're less than. No matter what you accomplish, it means nothing. So your needs don't deserve to be met. So the whole key is a narcissist is envious of everything about you, every characteristic. And you have to learn to recognize when you're in narcissistic systems that are ignoring who you are and not giving you credit where credit is due. And go away from those. Go no contact if necessary, or low contact. Just anything to close the door on people that are committed to ignoring you, and open the door to people that are healthy enough and love themselves enough that they can allow you to exist, and they can give you a chance to shine, and they can experience you and your happiness and your joy, and you don't have to jump through hoops of fire and have people ignore you jumping through hoops of fire and not say thank you or wow, that's amazing, you're amazing. Because narcissists are afraid if they give you one compliment or one acknowledgement or one bit of, if they're not, love bombing you, if they don't have a reason, if this is just like, an interaction, an engagement, a relationship, they don't have anything to gain by acknowledging you. And so they're going to downplay, downgrade, dismiss, and devalue everything about you, except maybe your painful situations. They'll be happy to talk about those all day long. So that's what I have to say today about narcissists and envy. And I have a lot more to say, but that's what I have to say today. Hope you'll have a wonderful evening. Talk to you soon.